So it looks like Florida State wants to leave the ACC. Let's get right into it. Florida State is filing a lawsuit against the ACC so that they can go and join the SEC. This is a classic case of if you can't beat them, join them. As we know, Florida State got left out of the playoff as a 13-0 Power 5 conference champion, but the committee thought that their schedule, how they looked, was just too weak in comparison to SEC champion Alabama, and now Florida State wants to go join the Super Conference in the SEC, maybe the Big Ten, but it would make more sense if it were the SEC. They can keep their rivalry with Florida, all of that. So this is a article coming to us from USA Today. Basically, they say that if Florida State were to leave the ACC this year, they would be penalized $500 million. So they are basically filing a lawsuit to nullify that. And this is really wild. If this goes through, if Florida State joins the SEC, I think this might just officially be the end of college football. As we know, obviously it's already completely changing, but it might just be the end of not just the ACC, but also the Big 12, because the Big 12 doesn't have as big of brands as the Big 10 and the SEC. So if Florida State does this and moves to the SEC, it's basically just Big 12 and SEC. This will be very interesting to see how the playoff changes around that, if this actually does work out. Remember, the ACC has just added Stanford and Cal as well as SMU to kind of combat all this conference realignment, all the changing. Florida State had agreed to be in the ACC until 2036. They're looking at college football as a landscape right now. They're looking at where recruits are going, how this is basically becoming a minor league for the NFL, and saying, hey, we want to be in the in one of the top conferences. And obviously the committee, people just don't view the ACC as one of the top conferences. For Florida State, this is a classic case of if you can't beat them, join them. What do you guys think about this? Is this a good move for Florida State to move in the SEC? Is this a good move for college football for Florida State to move into the SEC? Thank you guys for watching. Peace.